It's been an absolute whirlwind this month of August. So today is Tuesday, August 27th. I hit 2,500 in sales for this month. So you guys have followed me along on my journey since I think it was the end of June when I started this, of the things I've been doing and putting into place. So now with the month ending, what do I do now? I'm going to rinse, lather, and repeat. So I'm going to be doing this all over again starting on the first of the month. I'm going to send out messages, or probably even on Saturday, maybe Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, just start sending out messages to either people who never responded to me, asking them to book parties for September or October because the fall season is here. I'm going to create kind of a post that encompasses all of it. And I want to talk about, I use Chat GPT for all of my messaging for my customers because I try to not to be over wordy. My biggest part is I get very wordy and I want to tell everything, but I want to kind of leave it short and stout, like short and cute and fun size. I don't want to have this really long paragraph that they have to scroll up just to read the information and they don't know what the end game of what I'm needing. So it's not going to be the same post from last month, but I may utilize that and put in there that I'm doing this for a different month and I need different wording because it's not 10% off this month. I also want them to know that I am doing online parties. Before I wasn't doing that. That was halfway through all my messages that I offered out the online through Facebook on my business page. So that is kind of taking off. I'm still getting used to having to post on my page. So that's kind of where I'm at the struggle for. I'm trying to balance all of my classwork. I'm also trying to balance with uploading and scheduling stuff on my business page, making sure I have informational posts because I don't like just to be like, buy me. I want it to be more uh, informational, more educational, more like, did you know type things than just be like, buy me, buy me. And that's the hard thing to kind of flip back and forth for when you are selling, but you don't want to sell. You really want to share. So I just been starting to pick some of my loves. Like I love the diffusers. I love the air purifiers. So I post about those a lot because those are what I use the most. I like throwing in the fragrance flowers. And of course, if we have like an LTO, I throw them in. So as I'm kind of ending up the month of August of one of the highest sales I've had in a while. It's still not as high as my 2020, but this was my first month of pushing and getting out and doing parties. I am feeling more comfortable with the Zoom parties. I'm feeling more comfortable with an at home party because my first one was very successful and it worked out perfect because it was a perfect way for me to kind of get, can I do this? And I knew I could. I just hadn't had that opportunity yet. So I'm going to be reaching back out to people. I'm going to be reconnecting. It's been about a month since I've sent some of them a message, and I'm going to send it out. We're going to book some parties. We're going to tell them about the harvest collection. We're going to let them know that the fall and winter stuff is coming out. I also want to start front loading. So front loading my month of September is basically letting everybody know, hey, I'm booking parties because the fall and winter catalog is released. So we have all new products along with the harvest collection. So all of your fall and Halloween goodies are available. So with that being said, they may not want to do a party, but maybe they want to look at some of the items. So that's kind of where I'm going to entice them. That's my thought process. Now, I pushed myself a lot this month and my school didn't start for the last 2 weeks. So I haven't been doing a lot of videos because I have been having to catch up on my work and I'm still a little bit behind because one of my classes was kind of slow starting and all of a sudden it's like there's 9 assignments due and I was like, oh, I should have been working on them. But that's what tomorrow is for. I'm not doing anything on Wednesday. So I may dedicate the whole day to do my schoolwork and try to get as many of my assignments done, my quizzes done, get some reading out of the way. I'll probably take a break and then kind of do some Cincy. I've been trying to do Cincy every day for at least 30 minutes. If it's something bigger I'm working on, then the other thing is I haven't done any mail outs. I was going to do mail outs for my subscribers, and I've been busy. I've been busy working on the party. So you have to understand when you start to focus on something in your business, other things will end up sliding back. And so you have to make sure that you are either making sure you have a list or something that you don't let things slide, or it may not become a priority. It was last year or the year before that I stopped doing Happy Meal every month to send out to everybody. I'm trying to find a good in between. I've had some people say that after they order so many, then they send something out to them. That may be something I might start looking into. After they spend an X amount of money, I might send them a fragrance flower, or I might send them, maybe send them a car bar, um, either from my house or from the website. So it just kind of depends. When my income gets higher, that means I have more of a percentage of money that I can spend on that. So I try not to go over my budget. So it could be, oh, I have $50 extra this month. So I may pick two people. Next month, it may be like, oh, maybe I have more money extra. Maybe 75. So maybe I'll send three people. The amount to send does not, it needs to be relevant to what you're getting on your paycheck. So you want to make sure that you are not spending personal money. You're spending Cincy money on family and not family money on Cincy. That's why I do a budget of what I'm allowed to spend per month. Sending out the goodie bags really seemed to help with the online parties, giving them something to smell, something to sample. And some of my sample packs had some hand cream. Some of the other ones had some washer whiffs. So figure out stuff that is easy and small that you can ship that's not going to be real heavy, so that way it doesn't change the pricing. Now, did I get an investment back on every single one? Not yet. But the parties aren't closed yet. So I'll be checking back in with the hosts before the end of this month to find out if they're wanting to close, if they want to extend it out. I always leave it up to them. But after I do the Zoom party, because I'm not having a daily interaction, I did offer to put their links onto my business page as the Facebook party. That way, at least it was there. They can invite friends to it to follow my business page, so that way they could see the different products coming out and then they could make their choice. Again, this is in the beginning stages. So there are some things that you kind of have to try to figure out what works for you, what kind of sticks with your customers, and how to move into that. Also on my mood, the weather is changing, so I've been very tired in the last couple of days, and I finally had almost a migraine when I came home from school today, and then it started raining. So I know that I'm a little bit off because the weather is changing. So I have to make sure at this point, when I start to mellow out and I'm not as active like on a computer or doing my Cincy things, that I'm still creating a list of stuff I want to get done. I just may not have the energy to do them now. So just remember keeping a list either on your phone or a list that you have a notepad or something near you, which mine is right here. My daughters had gotten this for me for either Mother's Day or for my birthday, and it has a cute pen, which is sitting right here. So it has a cute little pen, and I keep this with me, and I just flip through. So this is how much I've used so far of just writing notes down of different things I want to try, and then I go back through it. But this is the small stuff. Like I just kind of write little lists, or if I'm sending out messages, if someone responds back, and then I kind of go back and check through it through the week. Did I cover everything? At one point in one of my other notebooks, I was putting check marks by it at the top of the page, being like, everything on this page has been completed. So I either responded back or I did what I said I was going to do and left it alone. That's just kind of what you need to do, is find a system that works for you. Um, Doing maybe a Trello board with some check marks that may help you. Trello was great for a while, but then it became overwhelming to me, and I really had to dwindle down some of the apps I was using. There's a lot of apps that I had going on at one time, and I've been going through with my limited budget with school, work, doing school full time, that I wanted to make sure that I had resources to pay for things, but I didn't want to be paying for things that I wasn't using. So that's another thing, is as you go through your business, if you start to pick up different subscriptions for different things that you're using all the time, If it gets to a point where you're not using them anymore, you need to make sure that you're canceling or using the free trial or canceling that free trial when you're done. I know this is just kind of a random thing. There wasn't much I had to talk about tonight, but I just finished our podcast and I wanted to make sure that I at least kind of touched base since it's been a couple of days since I uploaded this. So, guys, I am Cassie Bollinger. This is my journey. I had started back in June of wanting to rebuild my business, regrowing and recruiting and building up my business and my team. I do normally a couple of different posts a week or videos. I try to do them every other day, every 3 days. But you can follow along and see. I'm not even sure what part we're on. I think we're like part 23, maybe. But this is just kind of like my daily vlog of what I'm doing in my business, what is working for me, how I'm doing it, how I'm tweaking it if it's not working quite well, or again, it's like we're about to switch over. I've already done my transition stuff, but I haven't mailed anything out to my customers, so I know that's something I need to get done so that way they can see or smell or try out some of the new scents. That's going to be all in the works in the process. So whenever I get into my office, either Wednesday or Friday, I will make sure that I schedule or I'll make sure to record it so you guys can see as I'm going along and what I'm doing. I love you all. I hope you have a blessed day and I will see. Oh, well, but don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel to make sure and let me know, like comment below if there's something that you are working on that maybe you need some help with. Maybe that'll help jog my memory. Like I said, I just haven't felt really great today, but I wanted to touch base with you guys because I do appreciate everybody who is commenting on the videos. I love that you guys are enjoying these. These are very vulnerable for me to be able to say the things that I'm not good at, or the things that I'm struggling with, or even sharing my journey about how my business really got put on the back burner, even though I was working a lot of hours and I felt like I was doing a lot of things. This has really helped me focus on what is important and what is working. If there is something that I'm trying to put into place, I don't sit there and keep trying and trying and trying over and over and over when it's not showing me any bit of return. I try it a little bit and see, and then I kind of build or tweak, or I decide to put it on the back burner. So, when you're growing your business, when you're rebuilding your business, when you're starting your business, you need to find one thing that you work on and you get to the point where you're doing that really successfully. I went and I started asking for parties. I did my parties. I'm moving a lot of my online parties that I wasn't doing. I'm doing them on my Facebook business page. And then I need to get ready and start sending out stuff for the fall. So I love you all. I hope you have a blessed night, and I'll talk to you guys soon.